What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. This is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, work way up through the ranks and through the teams, and try and get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. We are currently at round 11 of the F1 2013 season, season 4, and if we look at the Drivers' Championship so far, we're in P7, only 1 point ahead of our teammate of Kimi Räikkönen. That P7 means we will be driving for Toro Rosso in the 2014 season, but we really need to improve on that. We need to get the guys ahead of us. If we get Massa, we get 6th place, we get Force India, 5th place will be McLaren, 4th will be Ferrari, 3rd will be Williams, 2nd will be Red Bull, and 1st, of course, will be Mercedes. I feel like the top 2, though, it's going to be very difficult to catch up to those guys, but we'll see what the rest of the season holds. But I reckon I can get up to Fernando Alonso. If I can have some decent few races, I reckon I can catch up to Fernando Alonso. And we're going to be helped with that by a possibility of a mid-season switch. Now, I put up to you guys, we got an offer from Ferrari at the end of the last episode, and I put it up to the guys on Twitter. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, go check it out in the link in the description. And you will be, if you follow me on Twitter and you see the poll for the F1 2014 game, then you can vote for that one. But it's really just a Twitter exclusive. So if you did follow me on Twitter and you did vote, you guys will know who I'm driving for. But for you guys on YouTube, it's time to find out. Forza Ferrari, baby. Forza Ferrari. Let's do this. We are driving for Ferrari for the rest of the season. Does mean, unfortunately, Felipe Massa will not score any points. That does kind of mean that we get P6 very easily in the championship, but we're only still 1 point ahead of Kimi Räikkönen. And Ferrari aren't exactly the best team. We could have got better offers from either Mercedes or Red Bull, but unfortunately, we didn't get those offers. It is Ferrari, but we're still going to make do. We're going to see what we can do in the rest of this season, and hopefully we can get a few wins here and there, and possibly try and challenge for the top 4 or maybe even higher. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can do, but we're just going to have to wait and see. We've got Fernando Alonso as our teammate now, so it's going to be difficult to beat him. But looking at the emails going into today's race results data, it wasn't the best of races in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Once again, just really struggling with the tyre wear on our car. So it was a P8 race result, still a decent result. That's 4 points on board for myself in the championship. Teammate challenge against Kimi Räikkönen at the end of our stint in Lotus. He outraced us 6-2, podiums 2-1, smashed us in qualifying 10-0, fastest laps 8-2, but we did beat him on championship points 64-63. So we'll be hoping we can maybe do something similar, no, something completely different, sorry, against Fernando Alonso and actually beat him in the teammate challenge. But I have a strange feeling that that's not gonna happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. Don't know why I went over there, but looking at the race information for Belgium, it's going to be nice and dry, which is exactly what we want to see. So without any further ado, let's head over to the race weekend for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's that time again here today. It's one-shot qualifying time for the Belgian Grand Prix, driving in this beautiful red Ferrari. I mean, I'm so happy to be driving for Ferrari. Who doesn't want to drive for Ferrari at the end of the day? It's every driver's dream to be driving for the red car, and I'm so happy that they gave me an offer. Yes, I probably would have preferred it in maybe F1 2012 or something like that, when they were a little bit better, but still, you know, I'm not going to take it away. It's still better than Lotus. So far, this lap has been pretty decent. We're about 1 second up on Valtteri Bottas' time. He's the current driver in that P16 spot that we need to beat down in towards the bus stop chicane, though we need to brake a little bit earlier into that chicane, so we are messing up quite a bit through the final corner, but it should still be enough to get into the top 16, and yes, it is. P10, not quite as good as we would have liked. We would like to improve on that as the sessions go on, but P10, we've done the job, we've got into Q2, and let's see if we can get into the top 10 shootout. 1 shot qualifying time for the Q2 session down into the bus stop chicane. We're going to try and maximize our exit through this corner, take a wider line, down on the power early, use our curves down towards the line, make sure we're in rich mix, and let's get this lap underway. And we'll be hoping this time around to get into the top 10 shootout, because we haven't really done that too many times this season. So hopefully we can do that here today. Okay, so far, look at that. The lap time at the moment is 38 thousandths of a second faster than Jenson Button in that top 10 shootout. Okay, this is going to be a close one. This is going to be a very dramatic end to this Q2 session. It's make or break time. Will we make it into the top 10 shootout or not? Braking into the bus stop chicane. We need to get this corner perfect. Here we go, through the left, down on the power, use our curves down towards line. Is it gonna be enough to get into the top 10 shootout? No! Oh my god, look at that! No, we've missed out by 2 thousandths of a second. God damn it! No way, no way! Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was so damn close. In P11, 2 tenths of a second. No, sorry, 2 thousandths of a second separating us two. Whoo! That was a close one. That was close. That was very, very close. Disappointed. Disappointed not to get into Q2 and not to get. I can't even speak. That's how close that was, and that's how dramatic that final lap was. But 2 tenths of a second. Wow. Jeez. Muggies, that was a close one. Unfortunately, though, we're on the wrong end of it. We are out in Q2, along with Paul D'Aresta, Adrian Sittil, Pastor Maldonado, Daniel Ricciardo, and Esteban Gutierrez, with the leaders going into the top 10 shootouts. Just the usual suspects, really. The 2 McLarens, the 2 Lotuses. Now Roman Grosjean is back. He's beaten me. That's not very good. But in this new Ferrari, we're in P11, and I reckon we've got a really good chance of getting into maybe even a podium position for the race. We will just have to wait and see. But what can we do from P11? Let's find out. It's race time here for our first race in the Ferrari. And it said it was going to be dry during the whole weekend. Unfortunately, it is raining in today's race. But we're not going to let that put us off. Hopefully, we can still be very quick in the rain. We're starting P11 on the grid. We need a good start down towards turn 1 and down into the Kemmel Straight. And maybe, just maybe, we can try and challenge for a good position in today's race. Race strategy for today, starting on the wets and pitting for another set of wets on lap 5. I'm not too sure whether the weather will clear up. I feel like it won't, because it's a 100% chance of rain. So unfortunately, it's not looking like it's going to get drier as the session goes on. We can't have a repeat of what happened in 2013 in the original Rags to Riches series. If you haven't seen the episode, definitely go check that out, because that was an absolute belter of an episode. But teammate challenge against Fernando Alonso, so let's see realistically that it is not going well. He's outraced us 9-1, podiums 4-1, outqualified 11-0, fastest laps 9-1, championship points 107-64. It's not going well. It's not been the best of seasons, to be honest, compared to the seasons that we have had in the past. F1 2013 has been a difficult game for me to get my clutches on, but hopefully we can start to put in some good performances from now on. Nothing else really to talk about, so let's head down to the track and get today's race underway. Lining up on pole position is Sebastian Vettel once again, with the 2 Mercedes right behind him of Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. Fernando Alonso, my teammate, is then in 4th place. I'm unfortunately down the field in P11. Not the best qualifying sessions from myself, but at least we are quite close to the front, so we can make a good start as the lights start to come on now. It is 5 red lights. We go to lights out, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. A lot of wheel spin off the start there, straight away putting up into rich mix, using a slight amount of our curves as we go down in towards turn 1, picking that gap between the McLaren and the Lotus car, picking a nice gap there, moving up into P6 off the start. What a good start that has been. But now we are in the spray. We cannot see a thing, so hopefully nobody slows down in towards El Rouge, because it's going to really catch me off guard. And what has caught me off guard is I've lost the back end through that corner, but I've still managed to worm my way through. And there we go, getting past Alonso and Mark Webber, who also had mistakes, but going even quicker there was Kimi Raikkonen, who nearly had the opportunity to go for the overtake on me, but unfortunately for him, he got caught up behind my cars. Nico Rosberg gets overtaken there by Sebastian Vettel, who once again loses positions off the start. What can we do against Nico Rosberg, though? Here we go down in towards Rivage. Can we possibly have a look up the inside? Got to pick my braking point. Going to go for it. The big lunge up the inside. Can we get the car turned in? Rosberg's going to come back at us. We've had a little bit of an oversteer moment. And again. But there we go. Job done on Nico Rosberg. Up into 3rd place. And onto the podium. Let's see if we can get Sebastian Vettel, though, for P2. Bit of a mistake there through Stavolo. That's given Nico Rosberg the run on us down in towards that corner. He's left to lift off, though, through that right hand. And we've got him back. Look at that switchback move on Nico Rosberg. Will he have the pace, though, to come back at us? What a start this has been to this Belgian Grand Prix. Straight up into 3rd place. And now in a big old battle with the Mercedes of Nico Rosberg. He is right on my tail at the moment. We are trying our best, though, to hang on to this position. And Nico Rosberg not able to find a way through the bus stop chicane. But we are a little bit jolty through that corner. And a little bit of contact there with Nico Rosberg at the rear of my car. Unsettled me, but luckily it hasn't taken me out. So we're still in this race, and we're still trying to hunt down Sebastian Vettel. Nico Rosberg looks to have a run at me down in towards Blanchimont. Can he go for the overtake, though? We're giving him the room around the outside to go for the overtake. He is right on my gearbox, though, coming in towards the bus stop chicane, getting the car slowed down for myself. He has a little look up the inside, and another little look up the inside in towards the exit. We are keeping up with Sebastian Vettel. I believe the gap is about the same, but unfortunately, it's just not enough to go for the overtake just yet. Once again, Nico Rosberg having another little look. He's going to have a little lunge up the inside, down in towards the hairpin. He may... No, okay, he didn't, but Roman Grosjean, I think that was, or Kimi Räikkönen, had a little look there on Nico Rosberg. Unfortunately for him, was not able to make the move stick, but Nico Rosberg could have a chance to go for the overtake down the Kemmel Straight. That Mercedes is very, very quick. It's super quick. Look at that. We're going to defend the inside line. Look at the Mercedes on the left-hand side. The slipstream, though, sort of run out there for Nico Rosberg. He's hit the rev limiter, and it looks like we're going to get the job done. And we may have overshot our braking, though. No, we haven't. We got the job done. Oh, no, yes, we have. Oh, come on, get back on the track. Defend, defend, defend it, defend it. Rosberg's run it wide. Come on, yes. Oh, okay. We've held on to position. This is going to be a tough battle. This is going to be a very, very tough battle. But luckily around Belgium, there are not as many laps. So we may, just maybe, be able to hold on to position.
The rain seems to be easing off. We'll watch the situation and keep you informed.
Okay, the rain, apparently, according to Jeff, seems to be easing off. That's interesting. We're about to come into the pits on the next lap. Well, we're supposed to come into the pits on the next lap for a set of wet tyres. I was actually thinking about maybe just staying on this set of wet tyres all the way to the end of the race and seeing what we can do from there. But if we're going on to intermediates maybe at some point in this race... Oh, no, I've run it wide once again through that corner. That's going to allow Rosberg to find a way through, and I have to lift off because you do not want to go flat out side by side through there. No, Rosberg, come back here. You come back here, sir. I'm not giving up on P3 just yet. Come on, come on. I've got to do something through Blanchimont. Here we go. On the back of Nico Rosberg. Where's he going to go? To the right-hand side. Around the outside into the bus stop chicane. Can we do it? Yes, we can. What a move there around the outside into the bus stop chicane. Job done on Nico Rosberg. And there we go. Holding on to P3. But like I was saying, if we have to come on to intermediate tyres in the next couple of laps, I'm going to stay out on these wets. And even so, even if we don't have to come on to intermediate tyres, the wets aren't that bad. So I'm going to see if I can hold out until the end of the race on these wet tyres. It's risky, but high risk, high reward at the moment. Okay, Sebastian Vettel then into the pits on this lap. I'm keeping on this strategy. We are staying on the wet tyres for as long as we possibly can. And hopefully we go on to the intermediates at some point. If we go on to the intermediates at some point in this race, then this has been an absolutely amazing strategy. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Fingers crossed for the time being. And let's just hope that this strategy works out for us. Otherwise, we have lost a lot of positions. Because we're battling for a podium. And if we have to pit for wets later on, then we're not going to be getting that podium. We may not even be in the points anymore. There goes Sebastian Vettel on my right-hand side, down in towards Blanchimont. He is already caught up to the back of me after making that pit stop. He is all over the back of me right now, but lifts off a bit through Blanchimont. That gives me a little bit of breathing space. Hamilton should be into the pits on this lap. I'm not too sure whereabouts he's going to come out of the pits. Hopefully behind me. If he can also come out behind me, that would be a pretty decent job. But the team's still urging me to come into the pit lane. Lewis Hamilton, though, he's got the job done. Look at the gap that Lewis Hamilton had coming into the pit lane. Vettel has a lunge up the inside. I'm going to slam the door on him there and tell him, no, you are not coming through. But Lewis Hamilton, I'm pretty sure he's coming to the pits, and he has already got a massive lead over me. Here we go then. Sebastian Vettel will surely try and go for the overtake once again down the Kemmel Straight. I'm using a bit of curves to defend with once again. I think it may have done the trick again. Yes, it has. There we go, getting past Sebastian Vettel, holding on to P2. I feel like Lewis Hamilton, he's gone. There's no way we are going to be able to get Lewis Hamilton in this race. But Sebastian Vettel, I reckon we've got a good chance of holding on to this P2. As for the weather, I'm not too sure whether it's going to be intermediate tyres just yet. I don't think it is. looking at the track and looking at the rain. I feel like the rain is slowing down, but I feel like the track is still full wet conditions at the moment. Okay, tyre wear is now starting to become an issue. The front left once again getting in towards the red zone. I feel like we should still be able to hold on for these next 3 laps, but it is going to be touch and go. But Sebastian Vettel's probably going to mount another charge on me down the Kemmel Straight, using Kurz to defend with once again. It's going to be side by side down the Kemmel Straight. Can we get the job done? Yes, we can. There we go. Job done on Sebastian Vettel, still holding on to P2. Okay, we've got a yellow flag out at the moment because just had a green flag up. Not too sure what has happened, but something has happened there to Sebastian Vettel because he is not on my tail anymore. And Nico Rosberg is the guy behind me. So there was no contact with myself as I've run it. Oh my god. That is heart in your mouth moment. No, Rosberg. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stay away. Stay away. He's going to go for the overtake maybe around the outside. No, he can't. The AI drivers just don't want to make that overtake in towards Blanchimont. But now I've got Rosberg on my tail. Not sure what happened to Seb, but he's gone. And we're going to be looking to see whether we can defend against the Mercedes driver. Okay, here we go then. Final lap of this Belgian Grand Prix. And can we hold on to P2? It's going to be difficult. The tyre wear is atrocious right now. Look at the grip that we have coming out of corners. Look at the tyre wear there. The front left is so red at the moment. This is going to be Nico Rosberg's best opportunity to try and get into P2 for today's race. But can he do it? We've also got Alonso right behind him. We're going to be using loads of curves to defend with down the Kemmel Straight. Alonso's got a great run on both of us. Can he get the job done? No, he can't get the job done on me. But at the moment, it's a 2-3 for Ferrari, which is a great result for us in the Constructors' Championship. And looking like we may be able to hold on to this position. Hopefully Alonso can do a good job as a teammate, back it up, and give me the chance to get P2 in this race. But knowing Ferrari, they're probably going to be on the team radio wanting me to give that position to Alonso. However, I am not going to yield. I'm not in it for the Constructors' Championship. I am all about the drivers, baby, because we need a good team for 2014. Oh, tyre wear is so bad right now. Both front right and front left are fully red. Oh, come on, get it through this corner. Come on, come on, come on, car. Come on, come on. We can do this. One main corner left to go. Lewis Hamilton wins the Belgian Grand Prix, but can we hold on to P2? Alonso's going to have a look around the outside of the first part of Blanchimont. Can he do it into the second part? I don't think he can. He's only got the bus stop chicane to try and get past us. Here he goes round the outside into the bus stop chicane. We're going to get the inside line, gone for the switchback maneuver. We've defended that very nicely on the curbs. Here we go, down on the power. The wheel spin is incredible. Fernando Alonso, can he get the job done? No, he can't. Holding on to P2. What a result. Onto the podium for our first race here in a Ferrari. It's a 2-3 for the Ferrari team. A great result and an absolutely fantastic strategy for today's race, with Lewis Hamilton winning there. A great result for him, a good result for myself, and a good result for Fernando Alonso. So an amazing result all round for the top 3. So there we go. Lewis Hamilton wins today's race, myself in second, and Fernando Alonso in third. Nico Rosberg finishes today's race in fourth, with Sebastian Vettel in fifth. Mark Webber, he finishes in sixth, with Jenson Button seventh, with Kimi Räikkönen eighth, Nico Hülkenberg in ninth, and Roman Grosjean getting the final championship point here today. So beating both my old teammate, my new teammate, and the driver who replaced me. So what a start to life at Ferrari, and hopefully it can continue. Maybe even get a drive for them in the 2014 season as well. We're just going to have to wait and see for that one. Sergio Perez and Adrian Sutil just missing out on the points here today. Any surprises? No. And no DNFs either. So nothing really to talk about there. Looking at the Drivers' Championship then, and we have gone above Kimi Räikkönen. So we're staying above Kimi Räikkönen, moving closer to Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso, and of course Nico Rosberg and Sebastian Vettel as well. Look at the Drivers' Championship though. Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton now tied for the Drivers' Championship after 11 rounds of this season. That's absolutely incredible stuff, and hopefully that battle can continue over the course of the rest of the season, and maybe even we can get involved as well. There's still a lot of races left to go. We have still got the rest of this season and of course the classic tracks to do too. So there is still every chance that we can catch up in the Drivers' Championship. But we're just going to have to wait and see for that. The gaps at the moment to Mark Webber is 24 points. 24 points. That's not too bad. That is achievable. So is the gap to Fernando Alonso. So we just have to wait and see more races like that, and it certainly is going to be a reality. But looking at the Constructors' Championship, even though it doesn't really matter too much, I've now joined the team I was a rival with when I drove for Lotus. But we're now in the Ferrari, and we would like to be in that championship battle. A good result for both of our two drivers today is really going to help us with that. Mercedes, I think, had a really decent result as well. The gap to Red Bull is now 35 points. So that's increased a little bit over the Red Bull team. But Red Bull is certainly very much in it. They just need some good results from both Sebastian Vettel and, of course, Mark Webber as well. And they will definitely be chasing down the championship. But that's it for today's Belgian Grand Prix. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so for daily Formula One content, and don't forget to share this video with your friends, as we are getting very, very close now to 5,000 subscribers, and if we can do that before F1 2017, that will be absolutely incredible. But I will see you next time at the Italian Grand Prix, Ferrari's home Grand Prix, and hopefully we can do a good job in front of the Tifosi. But until then, it's goodbye from me.